Hey y'all, Tom, ND3N, just like it says on the hat. And thanks for dropping in for a Ham Shack chat. This time around, we're going to be talking about QSO parties, especially those in the US states and Canadian provinces. All of them. So, why should you consider doing any of these QSO parties? First, they are short, usually taking 12 hours or less. They're very easy to do, having a short and easy exchange. They're fantastic operating activities, whether you're an individual or doing them with a group or a club. By the way, if you want to do them as a club activity, I can guarantee that if you approach your club leadership and offer to coordinate that, they'll be absolutely thrilled to help you get the word out and make the operation a success. This is especially true for supporting your home state's QSO party. If you're a paper collector, these are great ways to fill out any missing spaces on your Worked All States award. People also collect individual counties, and as most state QSO parties, well, all of them, have a majority of their counties represented, it's a great way to collect those as well. The first thing that you need to know about these QSO parties is that they are all different.
That's completely different.
Obviously, they're held on different dates and times, and most of them will include SSB and CW modes. Many of them also will include digital modes such as PSK, FT8, FT4, RIDI. Most of them will operate from the 80 through the 10 meter bands, but some of them include 160 meters, on the other end 60 meters, and some of them even go up into the VHF and UHF bands. Some of them have different entry categories and different exchanges, but they all have points and multipliers, and these are all calculated differently.
My calculations indicate
most QSO party organizers have a website where you can find the full rules for that particular contest, and this is great if you know the contest that you want to work. But wouldn't it be handy if there was a place where all of these parties were listed with a brief outline of each one and informational links to the full rules, and maybe even a place to upload your logs, or even just an address to send them to when you're done? Well, your wish has been granted, as there is such a place. The WA7BNM contest calendar is the go-to place for all things contesting, and especially if you're looking for a particular type of contest, such as in our case the US and Canadian QSO parties. This is the home page for the contest calendar, and it is linked down in the video description. Now you can get to the state QSO parties by clicking up here, or we're going to go through here and do it. This is going to give you a list of all of the different QSO parties sorted by date. And I'm just going to pick one out of random. Let's take the Delaware QSO party. You want to click on this blue box here.
Ah, the blue box. You must be a newlywed.
And it's going to bring up the summary. You can see the modes are CW, RIDI, digital, and phone. So that means you could use FT8 if you wanted to. It's 160 through 10 plus VHF. And here are your operating classes, your power levels. The exchange is a RST plus your county for people in Delaware. For non-Delaware, you give your signal report plus your state, province, or DX. DX is anything that's not a state or province. You can work each station once per band per mode. And you continue on down, and it gives you a high level. Here are where you can find the QSO party rules. There's a link inside here, and it's going to bring up the QSO party rules. So here's everything you want to know. Here's how to make an FT8 or FT4 contact. you want to make sure that you send your logs to QSOParty@gmail.com. And it gives you all the information you need. So, let's take a look at what QSO parties you can participate in. In February, Vermont, Minnesota, and British Columbia have QSO parties. March brings us Nova Scotia, Oklahoma, Idaho, Wisconsin, and Virginia QSO parties. Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, Nebraska, New Mexico, Georgia, North Dakota, Michigan, Ontario, Quebec, and Florida have their parties in April. Now, May is a very busy month for QSO parties. This month, there are 3 cooperative QSO parties where multiple states or provinces join together in presenting them. We'll start by talking about the 7th Call Area QSO Party, which consists of Arizona, Idaho, Montana, Nevada, Oregon, Utah, Washington, and Wyoming. The New England QSO Party has Connecticut, Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, and Vermont. Alberta, Manitoba, and Saskatchewan make up the Canadian Prairies QSO Party. May also has QSO parties in Indiana, Delaware, and Arkansas. For those of you keeping count, that's 20 individual QSO parties, though 17 of them are grouped together. June brings the Kentucky and West Virginia QSO parties, and August brings the Maryland, D.C., Hawaii, Kansas, and Ohio parties. Colorado, Tennessee, Alabama, Texas, Iowa, New Hampshire, New Jersey, Washington, and Maine QSO parties are in September. Finally, state QSO parties for October are California, Nevada, Arizona, Pennsylvania, South Dakota, New York, and Illinois. Note that some states show up more than once on this list, and not every state or province has QSO parties. But if they have one, it will be certainly listed in the WA7 BNM contest calendar. QSO parties are fun, easy, and there's very little pressure when compared to other contests. People are more willing to have a short rag chew during the contest and explain the exchange. On CW, operators are always willing to slow down for folks that aren't up to normal contest speeds. In short, and in general, it's a nice contest, or if you prefer, operating opportunity, and the people doing them are just as nice. Thanks for dropping in for a Ham Shack chat with a 10,000-foot view of QSO parties. If you enjoyed this video and feel like you may have learned something, please give me a like.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
By popping that thumbs up icon. Please share
Sharing is good.
this video with your friends and others who may be interested in these kinds of operating opportunities. And please comment.
Yes, you. Questions, comments?
With any notes, experiences, or questions about QSO parties, especially on social media. 73 until the next Hey Y'all, and here's the latest video from Ludlow Creek. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll leave a like for them on their site. As always, at your service, I'm Tom, ND3N, and I am out.